Good morning, it's Trisha, and I want to go over the trades for Tuesday, April 28th. We use two setups using three charts, requiring indicators to be in alignment before we ever take a trade. And we do take our trades off of two tick charts, and you can check out those setups at www.easyminitrade.com and see what you think. So this is actually a trade that we took in the room yesterday, and what we did was we took the once this bar closed above this trend line, we then entered in over the high of this bar. I took this even with this area above my head, and this actually was the close from Monday, and I took it because I was thinking, okay, well, we've gone sideways long enough, we could easily break through this now, but that obviously you don't ever know that when you take a trade. And we figured that all the stuff here to our left was going to hold us up in this area before we either broke higher or broke lower. But anyway, I was willing to take it. So we entered in above the high of this bar here. So we got in on this bar, 855.25. And I'm still, even though I'm entering in off our longer tick chart, I'm still doing my targets of +2, +4, and then trail out on that last one. Last third of the contracts. So anyway, you get in on this bar, and I did not move my stop only because it would have made my stop very, very small. So I was willing to leave my stop under the low of this bar here. Then what I did was I moved it below this bar. I got my +2. I moved it once this bar was closed, and we're onto this bar. I moved it below this bar, and actually my entry was very close to the low of this bar, so I just moved my stop to my entry point. So this way, if I got stopped out, I would be, +2 on 1/3 of my contracts and break even on my remaining 2/3 of the contracts. And that's what happened. Came down on this bar and we got stopped out. So still profitable trade, +2 on 1/3 for me and break even on 2/3. This was setting up basically on that same, I was actually on this bar, and this was, we were coming up from oversold and heading higher. But the reason why, I told everybody to pass on that was because this bar here was where it was setting up and it was not closed yet. And after having two red bars coming down, I was not, confident that it was going to go higher at this point. So, I opted for waiting to see what happened, broke above the trend line, and then took it there. And you can see we, just kind of went sideways, all afternoon. Did get a small breakout here, and you could have actually entered in over the high of this bar and just trail stopped, and you would have got, a small gain. It wouldn't have been much, and you would have been stopped out. If you were trailing up, you would have been stopped out under the low of this bar here. But that would have worked out as well. So other than that, there were no entries that I would have taken off the smaller tick chart based on our other setup. It was just a sideways day. I think the range there, what is our range? Let's just use that of 8. Let's say 857, 852. I mean, you have a 5-point range, for quite a while. From 12 o'clock until, 2:15, you finally break out of that. So not much you can do with that. And, I'm not willing to go at this point until I do more back testing. I wasn't willing to go short until I broke this white line, which is actually the 50% retracement from the high to the low, which is over here. You can't see it. And so that was my line in the sand. If I got below that, I would have been willing to go short. But, we never did. So, kept us safe. So anyway, there were two trades that you could have taken. I was not in the room in the afternoon or trading in the afternoon, so I did not get to take that one. But I did get to take that one and, worked out just fine. So anyway, those are the trades for Tuesday the 28th, and we didn't get in any trouble, so that's always nice. And you can check those out at www.easyminitrade.com. And I do want to remind everybody that the FOMC is today at 2:15, so it would really be wise not to trade and for me, after lunchtime. And if you do trade this afternoon, you really need to wait until well after the FOMC, after the price craziness stops, unless you have a specific setup that you use during the FOMC. But realistically, it could be, close to, 3 o'clock before you might want to consider taking a trade. Okay, have a great day.